What's up? It's Haley here, and today I am going to be showing you my everyday makeup routine for spring this year. It takes me about 15 minutes in total to do every single step. I think it looks so fresh and not too much for every day and just perfect for spring. So please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel before you leave today. I post new videos every single week. And yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, just also want to say, sorry if you hear like banging or anything. Brad is like working out in the bedroom back there, so don't mind it. So anyways, I'm going to start by priming my face with the Body Shop Vitamin C Skin Booster. I love this primer. It smells really good and it's just kind of smoothing on the skin. So I'm just going to start by placing this. And I have already moisturized my face and my hands are clean, so. Okay, so after primer, I actually go ahead and go in with a lip plumper. This is the Soap & Glory Sexy Mother Pucker, and it is Rose and Shine is the shade. It's really just like a light pink. My hands always are slippery after that primer. So yeah, I just put a little bit of this on. Get the lips going, you know. And next we are going to go in with foundation, and this one I had forever ago and I'm literally out of like all my favorite ones, so I picked this one back up. It's the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer, and I forgot how good this foundation is. It's very full coverage, feels light on the skin. The only thing I don't like about this is the color, but I just even it out with bronzer and concealer, so it's not bad, but I really love this foundation, so I've been using it again. The color, it's not bad, it's just a little more pink than I usually go for, so I really have been liking it though. It's looked really good and it lasts a long time. Alright, and then I have a damp beauty sponge here from Morphe. I'm just going to go ahead and blend away. Alright, so yeah, it's looking really nice, very lightweight. So now it's time for concealer. I'm going to be using two different concealers today. The first one is by Morphe and it is shade C 2.25, and then the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in 100 Ivory. So I put this one on first and then I follow up with this one just to brighten up a little bit. And then here we go, this one you just twist up, and I'll just do a little bit of this one. And I do this one on the nose. Okay, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Just kidding. So I'm going to take my beauty sponge and just blend this in. Alright, concealer looks good. Now time for powder. This is the powder I use in literally every video. It's the MAC Studio Fix Plus in NC25 as always. And I am taking that on this IT Cosmetics brush. Doesn't say what number it is. It's just like a tapered face brush. And I'm just gonna set everything with some powder, just very lightly. Alright, so that just sets everything in place. I am going to use this a little bit later on and use it as a brightener, but not yet, so we'll hold off on this. Up, my favorite part is bronzer. So this is literally the bronzer I use every day. Unfortunately, it is not available anymore. It is the Morphe Glam Bronze in Megastar, and it was limited edition. You can see I've like completely worn off the packaging. I've used it so much. But it's very, very similar here to the Marc Jacobs bronzer, which obviously is way more expensive than this, but just giving you some options here. So I'm going to go in with this bronzer, and this is the JH 02 brush from Morphe from the Jaclyn Hill collection. We're just gonna bronze up the face. You guys know the drill with this. I love like a good bronzer on the nose. It just adds color and it's so good. I love like the dimension that bronzer gives to the face. It'll always be my favorite. I love it. I just turn into a whole new person when I have bronzer on. Or when I like have a tan in general. Alright, so I'm gonna keep this bronzer out and I am going to grab this fluffy Morphe M533 eyeshadow brush and I'm going to dip right into the bronzer and apply this all over my crease and my lid. See the difference? It just like really adds some depth and I feel like it makes my eyes pop. It's like not a new trick, everyone knows to do this, but I'm just telling you, okay? Alright, now grabbing a smaller brush. This one is also from Morphe, the E18. I'm gonna do the same thing to my underneath on my lash line. Don't be afraid to bring her down. Oops, not there. Alright, I'm gonna take that brush again and just blend it out. If you have blue eyes, this will like make your eyes pop like insane. And it will look good with brown eyes too. It just looks good on everyone. You can even like bring it into your nose right here and do a little bit of contour if you're feeling it. So that's it for eyeshadow. I'm gonna go ahead and add some liner. So I don't use an actual eyeliner, I do use eyeshadow for eyeliner. So I'm gonna take this angled brow brush from IT Cosmetics and the deepest brown in the Dose of Colors Baked Browns, yeah, shadow palette. And I'm just gonna use that as a liner, but I'm gonna get my brush wet first. So I'm gonna use some of this Fix Plus Gold Light and just spritz my brush. And we're gonna dip on it. So I'm just gonna draw a line straight across my lid. Not my lid, my lash line. Obviously you figured that out, but. Alright, so I just have that line there and I'm gonna grab a little bit more. And I'm gonna add a little bit of a wing. So tap off any excess. I'm just gonna place this right here so it made a little line, and then I'm gonna connect to the rest. And there we go. So I'm just gonna go ahead and repeat this on the other side and I'll be right back right now. Okay, I'm back. I did it on the other eye and they look, I'm not gonna mess with it. It's even enough. Sometimes you just gotta walk away. So I'm just gonna take whatever is left over on here and just shadow a little bit of it on the outer portion of the lower lash line. Like that, and that's it. I forgot about my smoothie over here. It's gonna be like melted. Okay, time for mascara. I am going to be using two mascaras, the L'Oreal Original Voluminous and the L'Oreal Telescopic, both in black. So I'm just going to do this real quick. You guys know how to put on mascara, so. Okay, mascara is on. I just did one coat of each one. This combo together is so good. So good. Alright, next up is brows. I'm just going to throw some clear brow gel in them. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. So I'm just going to do a little bit of this and I'm going to comb them up for that more like fluffy look. So you see the difference. And if you like to fill in your brows, you can go ahead and fill them in like however you normally would, and then like when you're setting them, if you comb them up, it gives such a cute effect. Next up, we're gonna do some blush. So for blush, I am going to use this one right here from Becca. They have some like really similar to this, it's like almost the same. And I am going to put this all over my cheek area and like back into my bronzer. So like all the way from the apple of my cheek all the way back. I love the look of it. And it's gonna look really intense, but we are going to still use brightening powder and it will fade. So we're gonna do on the cheeks. I do always on the nose. And then the leftover I throw onto the forehead. It just ties the whole face together. And then I'll even do a little bit on my chin. And then if you want to get really crazy, a little bit in the crease. I love the way that looks. I love blush. Blush is so underrated. Everyone needs to wear blush, okay? Wear blush. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight my brow bone and my inner corner and my nose. I don't use the cheek highlight anymore. I think the blush like does enough. So I'm taking Becca Champagne Pop. You can get this pretty much anywhere in a single. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the brow bone. Inner corner, which is like life. And tip of the nose for good measure. All right, now is the part we're going to brighten up the under eye and just kind of clean up our blush a little bit. So I'm going back in with my MAC powder and a dry beauty blender. You can use the wet one if you want, but I just like this better. And I'm just gonna swirl around in here. And then right at the side of my nose, I'm going to create a line and then just press it all the way to there. So I'm kind of like dragging, I'm not using as much of the beauty blender as I get up here, but down here I am dragging it down a little bit over into the blush and then just kind of blending it in. So it just gives more of a subtle effect, and if you feel like you put too much on, you can go over the whole thing. But I'm telling you it will fade, so I wouldn't. Alright, so line right up to the nose, and then out. I think it's just like a nice way to clean everything up and brighten at the end. I love it. And then sometimes I will even, if I need it, which I don't really today, clean this portion up. But I'll just show you how I do it because I was really careful today, but usually I'm not. And I get bronzer literally all over my face. So I just do that to clean up a little bit. And then if you overdid the blush like on the chin or anything, you can always touch up there. So that's my little trick for making sure everything blends seamlessly and looks really flawless. I'll just throw some in the middle of my brow too. I think it looks so pretty. And then if you really just like feel like you're wearing too much blush, you can use that big powder brush and just sweep over everything. And now we're going to set the face, and I'm using that Gold Light Fix Plus. Shake her on up, and then a couple little spritz. Alright, and then go ahead and take your wet beauty blender on a part that doesn't have anything on it. And I always press that in, because sometimes if it comes out and like a little bit not as much of a mist, then it can really make like a dent in your makeup. So I always go over everything with the damp beauty blender, and it just like melts everything together. It looks so good. All right, now time for lips. So that lip gloss has really like made everything feel nice and soft that I put on in the beginning. So now I'm gonna go into lip liner, and the lip liner I'm using is NYX, and it is in the shade Natural. So it's like a really natural looking color, obviously. My hair in my mouth. It's like a brush hair. And so I am going to overline my lips, always starting at the bottom. And then filling in the sides. So that's the bottom lip. And for the top, nice and plump. Okay. So for lipstick, I'm going to be using a MAC lipstick. It's one of their Powder Kiss ones. Those are my favorite formula. So comfortable, just like it's so different than anything I've ever used before. If you have tried them, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't, you should. This is the shade Influentially It, and it's just like a really pale pinky nude. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this over top of the liner. Oh, I love it so much. It just feels like butter. It's so smooth. So good. And one of my favorite glosses to go over top. This is not even a gloss really, but I use it as one. It is the NARS Oil Infused Lip Tint in the shade Orgasm, their most popular shade. So just gonna do some of this, and it gives a really pretty tint. So if you didn't want something so pale, this gives a more like corally vibe to it, you can see, and it's just so pretty, like layered over top. Such a good combo. Alright, so this is the makeup up close. I think it looks so good. Like I said, the foundation it holds up so well. It's really comfortable. So this is the look I have been doing every single day this spring. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more videos every week. And I will see you next time. Bye!